What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole, and today I'm going to try to be short and sweet with my little rant because, one, it gets old when people go in circles after a certain amount of time. Like, we get it. The topic is already completed. We don't need an extra 10 minutes of rambles and rants. And also, I don't want to get too angry on a public forum. But as the title says, I know this might be a hot take because it's a problem, not even lately, it seems to be a problem overall. But people's reading tastes, they're valid, even if you don't like it. I know, that's so bizarre to say nowadays. I don't know why, but that's why we're here. Because I have some thoughts, comments, and concerns about the people that are trying to just go after people that, for example, don't want to read Stephen King. And that seems to be like a huge thing, and you'll just get a bunch of stupid comments or direct messages or emails shitting on the person on Goodreads or a booktuber or a book reviewer on their own website blog or fill in the blank, wherever. It's everywhere. That how dare you not read, for example, Stephen King, and you have no taste and no class and you don't know what horror is, and just why are you such a horrible person for not reading Stephen King? As if, one, that's your business. Two, he's the best ever, but he is for some people and he isn't for others because art is subjective, and also not everyone wants to read horror. And how many times have I seen this for quite some time? Many times, and it's disappointing. Another example that I see a lot is, how can you not read classics? Why don't you like classics? You're not sophisticated enough if you don't like classics. Another one that I see is, genre fiction is trash. If you don't read literary fiction, then you don't know what you're talking about and you're missing out on life. Okay. Another one that I see a lot is, how dare you read dark romance? You're disgusting and you're a pig and you need to go to therapy. Okay, let me just get this straight. We're going for short and sweet because y'all pissing me off, and I'm trying not to get too deep in the weeds here, but everyone's reading taste is valid. It's not your business what other people read, what other people don't read, what other people decide how to rate their books or not even rate books that they read or DNF. It really ultimately does not matter. Go outside and touch some grass. Thank you. I'll just also say, if you want to have conversations, honest, open conversations about any of the topics that I mentioned, or pick anything regarding reading, that's totally valid as well. When it comes to debating or arguing or trolling or insulting people because they don't share the same reading tastes or how they rate books, or they don't read the specific genre, then it's a problem. Of course it's a problem. Conversations, absolutely. Let's have more conversations. But when you get past that, then really, what are we doing? What are we doing? You're kind of wasting your time. Because especially when you debate or argue or insult people, then they're not going to want to listen to you. And they're not going to want to try out Stephen King or Brandon Sanderson or any classic book. Because if you're telling them that they're stupid off the bat, then why would they listen to you or trust you? Just take a moment and pause before you hit enter in any capacity. Direct message, YouTube comment, a Goodreads comment, I don't care. Take a moment, read what you have written down, and see if that is going to be a positive or at least a neutral situation before you hit enter. Because these things are, on the whole, pretty mundane. Like, you're going to argue with a stranger that you think that you know because you watch them or you follow their writing blog, so on and so forth, but they're a stranger, okay? They are for sure a stranger. I know the internet muddles that a lot, and I think that's one of the many problems why we have this situation today of people going after strangers and saying, how dare you not read classics? You don't know what you're talking about and you must be stupid. Here are 5 books that you need to read or I will lose respect for you. Yes, I've seen that before. Yes, I have. So just pause. Think it through before you hit enter, because remember that the internet is forever. And what are you trying to accomplish with those types of negative, rude, nasty comments about books, reading, writing reviews or not writing reviews, how someone rates a book or not, so on and so forth? Really, I think we have other bigger issues to deal with compared to someone that you watch on occasion on BookTube or BookTok and they're not aligned with you perfectly and their favorite genres, so that means you have to insult them. I'm not understanding this anymore. And I'm not seeing people really talking about that. So let's come back and just remember that everyone is different. We are all individuals with different lived experiences. We are not going to agree on what you love and don't love and what you read and you don't read, how to rate books. It's not going to happen. We're not going to 100% align regarding literature and how you go about reading or reviewing or star rating literature. How many people are in the world that read for fun? How many people own books or use the library? Oh my God, it's millions, billions. It's a lot. We're not going to align. And that's okay, because everyone is different. Everyone has their own life and their own beliefs and values and experiences. I think we have to come back and realize that we are individuals and therefore we're going to have differences over really important topics and mundane topics and just whatever topics. It does not matter. We don't need to go after people because they don't like Brandon Sanderson. I'm sorry. Or we don't have to go after people if they love Brandon Sanderson. As an example, I see a lot of the Brandon Sanderson and Stephen King people going after people that don't read them or like them all the time. So that's why I'm picking them out, not because those writers are doing anything wrong. It's the fans. So, also talking about fans to wrap this up. If you're a huge fan of anything, did you get into the fandom because someone told you that you were an idiot and whatever else insulting words, and now you're totally in love with the fandom? I'm sure there might be a couple, but usually in a healthy way, the fandom is open and welcoming and positive, and we're having conversations, and that's what brings people in, not the fandom being nasty and insulting and trollish and rude, and that closes people off. It does. Of course, there are going to be people that are just trollish and love to debate others online, and then, you know, they find a fandom that is happy to do that, and that's very unfortunate. You don't get true fans by doing that, but I digress. You want positivity, you want to feel welcome, and I'm just unfortunately seeing a lot of nastiness about how people's taste in books makes them stupid or ignorant or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Come on. Come on. Y'all are annoying me, honestly. I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to go on, but let's just take a step back and pause before you hit enter on the nasty comments, and just remember, please remember that everyone is different, and therefore reading tastes are different, and they are valid even if they don't match your reading tastes. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Read, write, do whatever you need to do for self-care because it's hard out there right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.